What's up everybody, welcome to another episode of the greatest vlog in the world. My name is Jeff, your favorite tour guide in Madeira, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down a couple of my favorite swim spots and maybe a couple of swim spots in Madeira that you don't know of. So get your sunscreen ready, get your water bottles out, it's time to go to the beach. Kickstarting with one of my favorite beaches. It's not often that I'm out of Funchal at the beach because I'm always exploring and things like that, so I actually prefer to stay in Funchal. And you can see there's another video on our channel about the Funchal swim spots where I break those down for you. But this here is the beach of Porto da Cruz. It's right next to the rum factory, so many of you may know where this beach is. And what I love about this beach is that it's a lot quieter. It's also got the rock, the Caniçal rock, which I prefer over the sand because it doesn't get sand everywhere. And what a lot of people don't know is that as soon as you kind of just get into the water, that it becomes sand. So there's actually a lot of sand there. When the low tide, or when I say when the tide is low, you can actually see the sand. So it's a very easy beach to get into. It's kind of like a sand beach, very similar to Seychelles, just that you got to deal with the Caniçal over here on the beach itself. So if you do what I used to do, you can get a little yoga mat, all right? You can get a little yoga mat and lie that down on the beach, put your towel on top, and you can sit down and you're good to go. This is also where they surf, so you do have to be careful with the surfers and things like that. On all of these beaches, you have to be very, very careful. Most of these beaches are not, or most of the beaches we're going to talk about today don't have or won't have lifeguards. Some will. So you have to be very, very careful. Safety is, of course, number one. We're going to get into it. This is the first one. Hello.
Hello!
You got some of that special stuff?
What's up, brother? No, special, we just
How you doing?
Special stuff.
Hello. Yeah?
Hello, Andre.
It's gonna be famous. It's gonna be famous. You can't escape the camera, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Can't escape the camera. Another new spot for me. So this is actually Fabio's idea. Fabio's driving us around today. So yeah, we're at Caniçal. Right now, usually in Caniçal, everybody kind of knows the sand beach Prainha, and Prainha is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, it's an absolutely beautiful beach. Just like Seychelles Beach is beautiful, but it does get quite packed, and sometimes the tide can come in as well and takes away a little bit of the beach. We're just below the whale museum. Caniçal is the ex-whaling port of Madeira, and you can see there's already some people exploring the waters. And I didn't know about this little promenade here actually. I wanted to show you guys a pool just around the corner here, but it actually turns out to be closed. So this is really easy to find. It's just below the whaling museum, and you've got this like little pier over there where you can come and swim, and then you've also got this little promenade that takes you down to that little beach over there, which is again a Caniçal beach, and pretty cool little place. I'm glad that Fabio showed me this place because I didn't know about this place. Like I say, usually I'm in Funchal in the beach, but this is a great place and it's a beautiful day today. It's really clear. We've only got a couple of hours to go because we all have jobs. So yeah, let's get some B-roll and get out of here. The truth is we're making a video today because we had to make a video today, and this is kind of like the quickest thing that I came up with. And this place, it's not a place that I come to often, to be honest, but it is a place that locals used to come to swim. Now, I've seen that there's some things missing here. So for instance, over here, there's usually like steps going, a ladder, should I say, a ladder going into the water. So you can jump in, and then when it's time to come out, you can climb up the ladder. So this one is not going on the list because there's no banisters, there's no ladders, and there's just no real safe way to get out of the water. Water's still super clean and really nice. It's really quiet, there's nobody here. but it looks like they've taken some things away, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a plan to maybe get rid of this place, or if they actually maybe doing some kind of maintenance and they're still going to fix it up. So it's not going on today's list, but a cool place to come and explore if you're looking for some kind of solitude or something. Really quiet down here. There's a whole lot of other things down here. There's some go-karts, there's tennis courts and football courts and all sorts of cool stuff to see down here. So if you've kind of seen everything and you want to go somewhere and explore somewhere kind of unusual, then this is a cool little place to come out to, because it's super quiet. And yeah, it's kind of pretty. I like it. I mean, it's different. In the summer, usually the water is a lot calmer. So at the moment that we're filming this, it's actually May. But again, you have to be really, really careful. It's so easy to get lost in the current. So, oh, is it a plane? It's cool for plane spotting as well, right? Anyway, yeah, let's get out of here. We've discovered something pretty amazing. Now, we have spoken about Madeira ball on the vlog before. Madeira ball is basically like volleyball, but played with like a football style. So you can use your head, your knees, your feet, but you can't use your hands. So it's like football, volleyball. And when I say football, I mean soccer for all the Americans. Madeira ball is a game that was invented in Madeira, or in Madeira, in the second half of the 20th century. Already during the 70s, tournaments used to be played in the Lido resort, which is where we play Madeira ball for fun. The game is played between two teams of 2 players each, doubles. The objective of the game is to strike the ball over the net into the opponent's court, and at the same time preventing that the ball hits 2 times in a row in this court. So there's 2 times you can hit it, okay? The ball can be played with all members except upper arm, forearm and hand, yeah, like we know already. The match can be played to the best of 3 sets. The player team needs to win 2 sets to win the match, of course. Each set is won when a team reaches 10 points. Oh, so it's only up to 10, okay. In the case of equality at 9-9, the match continues until there is a difference of 2 points in the score. Okay, so there were actually tournaments of Madeira ball. Well, to me, I would say this would be more like a fishing spot than a swimming spot. But the water looks clean. It's not too wavy. It's an interesting place. It's another place that I've never been to. So yes, Madeira is that big. Apparently there's like a little Brazilian beach bar around here. It looked closed at the moment because I was thinking maybe we could do a stop there to check it out. I've heard a lot about the place, but I still have not been. So if you guys have been there, comment, let me know. I think this place is more of an interesting place than anything else. There is this little pier that you can come down. Of course, it's very industrial. It's got a lot of all these old boats and a lot of industrial work going on down here. So not something I'd recommend for people visiting. But maybe for those of you who are watching the vlog who are living here and wanting to explore different areas, this could be an interesting place to spend an hour or 2 catching some sun, reading a book, having a little bit of a swim in and out, or fishing. You run for your life, hey? You run for your life. It's a bit of a rough day today. Like I say, usually in the summer it'll be a little bit calmer. So we've arrived at our 4th destination. This is the Praia de Reis Magos, Reis Magos Beach. And this is now a more popular kind of place, but not a very well-known place, I don't think. At least not on Instagram or with the influencers, you know. Everyone wants to go to the Porto pools and to Seychelles Beach. But this could be an alternative for you. There's more support, you know, there's sun loungers and there's lifeguards. We can see lifeguards now. So this beach and the next one that we're gonna speak of, Don't Go Away, will have lifeguards at them. So this is something a little bit more conventional that you can bring your family to. you know, that you can come to while you're on vacation. We're having a picado, so not a particularly healthy weekly meal, but hey, sometimes you gotta take one for the team, but it looks delicious. We're just up the road here in a place called Snack Bar Nova Onda. I've never been here, Fabio has. It's funny, nowadays, like, Fabio's been to more places than I have. When you guys are going swimming, right, you know, you wanna make sure, of course, one, don't forget the sunscreen, right? Sunscreen, number one. Also, I usually find that the water is better in the morning for some reason. All right, it seems to be calmer, it seems to be a little bit cleaner in terms of like what's in the water. Sometimes there's some sand that's washed out from the bottom, and you don't really want to get that into your mouth or up your nose or stuff like that. So I'm a very picky swimmer. I look out, and if it's not crystal clear and really nice, then usually I don't get into the water. Which thankfully in Madeira is not all the time. Also, you want to avoid being on the beach, you know, in those harmful sun times. So from like 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock kind of thing. Remember, we've got very long evenings in the summer. You know, you can go swimming at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night and it's still light and you can still swim. So you want to stay away from that 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 p.m. kind of heat, because you can get pretty burnt. Also, you can join our Patreon account. The links are in the description below for free, and you can get a video about the first time in Madeira where I break down everything you need to know when visiting Madeira for the first time. Anyway, enough blabbing. We're gonna eat this beautiful picado. If in case you didn't know, picado is a meal that we have in Madeira that we share, all right? And it's the most cost-effective way to eat. Picado means it's picado, the meat is picado, the meat is chopped or diced. I've seen it in some of the menus. You know those guys that make the menus with Google Translate, you know, and they put it in Portuguese and English, and then they say they're picado in English, in Portuguese, and in English it's diced.
Yeah, not the same.
Not quite.
Not the same.
And we're drinking Brisa, of course, the famous soda in Madeira. And I've just tried this one, which is the apple without sugar. Usually I quite like the orange without sugar, and it's without sugar because during the weeks I'm trying to limit the damage here, but
Eat.
yeah, it's not happening.
Shut up and eat, man.
Shut up and eat.
Shut up and eat.
And the fifth and final spot is the Barreirinha swimming complex. Most of you will know Barreirinha Bar Cafe, which is just up at the top. Local hotspots for drinks and food. Great place to go to if you don't know. But you get these kinds of hotspots all over Funchal. So we're already now back in Funchal. And in this kind of place, you're gonna have a lot of support. This is where I usually recommend people to swim. You've got lifeguards, you've got change rooms and showers. Up at the top here, you've got you know, coffee shops and food and things like that. There's a new restaurant here that we haven't tried yet, that maybe one day we will. Right now, everything's kind of really busy, so the best we can do is have a coffee. If you're coming and you're watching this video and you're coming to Madeira real soon in the next couple of weeks, then I sure hope that you've got your tours booked, right? If you don't, then you might just miss out. This summer is going to be one of the busiest summers Madeira's seen. So everything that you're looking for, whether it be your restaurant, your boutique hotel, or your favorite tour company, you might want to book in advance, and I hope it's not too late for you guys. So if you're looking for tours and activities in Madeira, don't forget, hittheroadmadeira.com, best tours in the world, and yeah, book early to reserve your spot. Use the code Hugo for President to get 10% off your booking at checkout, and that's it. We both have meetings at 4 o'clock,
Yes.
so we managed to film the vlog. It's time to the meeting. Guys, Andre,
Let's hit the road.
let's hit the road.
You almost forgot, eh?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore. I'm like, what's next?
You're feeling dizzy?
I'm gonna be at the I'm gonna be at the meeting. I'm gonna be like, yeah, what? Let's get a
Maybe you
coffee.
need a coffee, yeah?
Coffee, not poncha, coffee.
Okay, let's go. Fabio, bye-bye.